Two cutting-edge note tools, one big question, which one really delivers? On the left, Tana, the AI-powered database-first knowledge OS. On the right, Obsidian, the offline-first local markdown vault. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, so at the end you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might just surprise you. First up, check this out. We've got our very own mind map showing off the categories we're pitting these two against each other in. Core structure, AI features, linking and references, cloud versus offline, security and data ownership, customization and plugins, visualization and query, mobile and access, and interoperability and export. So yeah, we're getting into all the juicy details. If you've ever had a deal breaker in a note app, we're probably covering it, promise. Alright, let's talk about the brains behind each tool, the core structure. With Tana, literally everything is a node. It's wild. You can outline, tag, database, and basically rearrange info however you want. If you geek out over structure and queries, this is honestly super cool. There is a catch though. If you're used to classic notes or docs, the whole node thing might feel a little alien at first. Now with Obsidian, every note is a plain, simple markdown file. It's classic, portable, and honestly kinda future-proof. Backlinks make connected thinking really easy. The only thing, there's no native database action. You need plugins for anything seriously structured. Tana edges it out here if you want next-level organization. Next up, AI features. Oh, this is where things get spicy. Tana goes all in on native AI. You get automated summarizing, transforming, even querying notes, plus you get to pick from multiple AI models like OpenAI or Anthropic. It's slick and almost magic, honestly. The only hesitation, it's all cloud-based, so privacy folks might be side-eyeing it. Obsidian though, you need plugins for AI. They've got integrations, even local models, which is super flexible, but honestly it's just not as smooth or deep as Tana's built-ins. So when it comes to AI power, Tana kinda steals the show. Now, linking and references. Tana lets you reference literally anything with an embed stuff and do rich backlinks. Every node is fair game. There's even structured relationships using something called super tags. If you're obsessed with connecting thoughts, Tana is pretty nuts. Obsidian, meanwhile, relies on that classic double bracket link thing, which is tried and true and fast. There's even a graph view for the visual learners. Downsides? If you want anything more advanced, you're back to the plugin game. Both are awesome, but Tana just feels a little more flexible here. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. Tana basically feels like Notion and Roam Research had a super-powered, AI-driven baby in the cloud, while Obsidian is kinda the rugged survivor. Your notes are always yours in classic Markdown, whether or not you trust big platforms. But hang on, let's talk cloud versus offline. Tana is always online, constantly syncing everything, instant updates. It's the dream for collaboration and never losing your stuff. Except, if your Wi-Fi dies or you're traveling. Yeah, you're out of luck, no offline access, and no end-to-end encryption. Obsidian's all local all the time, all your notes live on your device, full control, privacy for days. You only go cloud if you want to, and if you're paranoid about data, it's pretty perfect. The downside? Collaboration gets tricky and team syncing isn't always seamless, but for offline-first lovers, Obsidian is the clear winner. On to security and data ownership. Tana lets you export everything as JSON, so you're not totally locked in and you can transfer your data with all its details. But your notes are stored on Tana's servers, no end-to-end encryption, and yeah, you're at the mercy of their privacy policy. Obsidian? Your notes are markdown files on your own device, so you own everything and can pick up and leave whenever. If you opt for cloud sync, there's a little asterisk risk, but honestly, privacy diehards will probably sleep better at night with Obsidian. Now customization, this is where things get kinda wild. Tana's pretty flexible. You get configurable fields, smart search, workflows, templates, even automation. Pretty great if you want your workspace tailored to you. But the ecosystem is still new, so not a ton of third-party extensions yet. Obsidian, though, is plugin paradise. There's like an ocean of community-made extensions, custom themes, hotkey setups, the works. But warning, if you're a newbie, you might be overwhelmed with all the options. When it comes to pure customization power, though, Obsidian is the favorite. Let's move into visualization and query. Tana hands you options, lists, tables, Kanban boards, even tabs for switching workflows. You get live queries thanks to search nodes, which, yeah, is pretty sweet. The catch? There's no built-in graph view yet. Obsidian not only has a graph view out of the box, it's iconic at this point, but you can also dive deeper with plugins like DataView for more advanced querying and data viz. You do have to add plugins for some fancy stuff, but honestly it's a powerhouse if you love seeing your data connections mapped out. Obsidian takes this one. Alright, how are these on the go? Mobile and access time. Tana works everywhere with a browser, so that's universal, but only if you have internet. No offline access on mobile. Kinda a bummer, honestly. Obsidian, on the other hand, has solid mobile apps for iOS and Android, totally functional offline. So, if you want to write notes from a plane or the wilderness, you're golden. Obsidian's got this category locked down. Last up, interoperability and export. If you ever want to move your stuff, Tana makes it easy with JSON exports, future migrations look pretty painless, and backups keep everything as full fidelity as possible. Downside, it's a new format, so less support if you want to switch to other tools right now. Obsidian's Markdown setup is super portable, but if you've got complex databases in your notes, it can get a bit messy. Thankfully, the community's built conversion tools, so you've got options. For pure flexibility, Tana just squeaks ahead, especially if you're worried about backups and migration. If you stack up all our scores, something interesting pops out. Tana dominates anything AI or organizational, but Obsidian is the privacy king, the plugin champion, and the offline anywhere hero. So it really comes down to what matters most to you. Alright, here's my honest take. If you're chasing bleeding-edge structure, live AI tools, and team collaboration, Tana is super tempting. But if privacy, full control, offline access, and endless tweaks matter most, Obsidian just feels right. Creators and teams probably vibe more with Tana, while privacy-focused thinkers and DIY folks tend to stick with Obsidian. End of the day, there's no wrong pick, just different flavors for different brains. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.